get straight into it. We're going to talk about how I was able to lose the baby weight 4 times. I am a homeschooling mom of 4 and a certified trainer. And I just want to get into the nitty gritty because I haven't really talked about this in detail. I've shared snippets of it on the gram, on Instagram at Moms Wear Heels. Check me out if you're into mom stuff and fitness stuff. I haven't really talked about it from start to finish as a mom of 4, the nitty gritty, how I would coach a client, how I would talk to a client if I were helping her to transform her body. Now, this is the kicker. This is what's going to make this video a little bit more unique. I did my fitness transformations with 4 kids, without a gym, without a nanny, without a babysitter, without any fancy schmancy equipment. Literally, I just had my dumbbells. I just had a couple like booty bands. Really, I just used dumbbells. That was like my saving grace. But we're gonna get into all of that. So when I had my first child over 13 years ago, I was literally like getting the positive pregnancy test. I was the happiest person you've ever seen. I loved being pregnant. I didn't love the hormonal acne, but other than that, I loved being pregnant. When I had my baby boy, I was completely in love with him. Everything felt like everything was just like happily ever after vibes until I looked in the mirror. So I was literally consumed with motherhood, right? I was a first-time mom, and I genuinely think being a first-time mom, that learning curve, is honestly a little bit harder than being even a 4th-time mom in some ways. Don't fight me on this. If you disagree, just click away. That's what I think. I found myself sitting on my couch in my then little tiny 1-bedroom apartment, struggling to finish my college degree. And then I went to this is the mistake I made. I went to the bathroom and I looked in the mirror. I was wearing my husband's shirt. It was like baggy, had a little hole right here. It was like covered in my baby's spit up, neck all stretched out. You guys know those shirts that should be thrown away. I was wearing that probably the second night in a row. And I saw my skin just was like, I didn't recognize it. I still had, understandably, about 40 pounds of baby weight I had not lost. I had lost like the other 20 pounds with breastfeeding, thankfully. So with my first pregnancy, I literally was eating for 2. I thought that was something you did when you were pregnant. I thought you could just eat whatever you wanted. And I thought it was like a rite of passage for new moms. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go all in. If I was craving anything, I just got it. I ate for 2. And as a result, I gained a little bit extra weight than I probably should have. So I gained about 60 pounds. I'm taller than typical. So the weight spread out a lot. So you couldn't really tell. I kind of wore it well. But yeah, after I had my beautiful boy, I definitely could notice we don't look the same and we got some work to do. 3 months postpartum, it felt like a full-on identity crisis. I call it an existential crisis because you don't recognize yourself as a woman anymore, but at the same time, you're completely in love with this human you helped co-create with your husband. So I just want to mention that because I don't feel like a lot of fit mom influencers, I don't feel like a lot of moms talk about that moment enough where you, yes, love being a mother, but you also miss you. So I'm really adamant about mentioning that as much as I can. It does matter. And I do think a lot of women struggle with postpartum baby blues, postpartum depression, because if you have a lot of goals, if you have a lot of ambition, dreams, and if you like feeling like you know, and you lose that all of a sudden, it doesn't matter how much you love someone else, you still need to love yourself too. So I just want to mention that and preface this video by saying it's normal to feel a loss of identity when you have a child, children, and you can't feel guilty about that. And that is why the first tip I have here is to give yourself permission. Yes, you, girl, give yourself permission to take care of yourself, even as a mom who might still be working, even as a mom who still might have other dreams. You know, I built my business, I built my blog, I wrote my book, I graduated from college, all while raising babies, and I get how challenging that can be. But I promise you, if you just start the journey, girl, by giving yourself that radical permission that, yes, I feel your name in here, I deserve to feel good in my own skin. I deserve to take care of my body, to be energized. I deserve to get sleep. I deserve to take time to work out, even if it's only a 5 or 10 minute workout. I deserve to, yeah, I took 5 minutes extra to make my organic cucumber water. Yeah, I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve to take that time to make the smoothie instead of just stopping at a Starbucks. No shade to Starbucks. Don't come for me if you like Starbucks, but I deserve to take the time to make myself an organic smoothie filled with nutrients instead of just having like a cinnamon roll. We must start the journey of giving ourselves radical permission. I, Monica, I deserve to take the time to take care of myself, even though I have this looming to-do list. I have 4 beautiful children. I am working hard to homeschool and to educate and to feed and pour love into. I have, a husband. I also, and I have, he needs things too. So with encompassing all of those things, we still matter as moms. So I really want to drill this in, guys. I talked about this on my TED Talk. Drill this in. I deserve to take care of myself as a busy mom, to take care of myself. I deserve to give myself permission to take care of me, even if no one knocks on your door and tells you, because this is the problem with a lot of women. We wait for someone to knock on our door and say, girl, go for a job. I'll watch the kids. Sometimes you have to be the village, okay? And if you're the village, you can still do this. I promise, I'm rooting for you. Once you have given yourself that radical permission of, yes, I deserve to take care of me. I refuse to let guilt stop me. Once you've crossed that bridge, next, I'm gonna need you to start weight training. Weight training, okay? I've already worked with hundreds of women. I can already hear some of you saying mentally or aloud, yeah, but I'm not trying to look like a man. I'm not trying to get all bulky, girl. So I've heard this so many times as a trainer. Well, I'm not trying to get bulky. Like, I'm just gonna do my little 2-pound dumbbells over here. I promise you, I am not your coach if that's what you want to do. I love adding muscle as a woman. There are numerous studies out there, guys. Numerous studies. Hop on Chat GPT, hop on Google, hop on Pinterest, hop on my website. There are numerous studies out there that prove the benefits of a weight training. It's anti-aging, it burns fat. There's just so many things. I'm not gonna go into the scientific details. I just know it works. With my style training, how I do with my workout programs that I create as a trainer, it's very unique. It's a hybrid. So instead of like having to go do cardio for 25 minutes and then you come home and then you do weight training, I don't have time for that. I just don't have time for that. So what I do is I combine weight training in with a high heart rate activity. So essentially what I do in my programs and in my workouts is I get my workouts done in less than 30 minutes. I'm combining weight training with HIIT style, so high intensity interval training. I'm combining weight training with taking little rests in between sets. So my heart rate is elevating, my heart rate is getting higher, and I'm in that fat burning zone while at the same time, I'm literally still putting on that muscle because I am incorporating weights in with the resistance training. So essentially weight training or resistance training means you are adding resistance. You're not just lifting your arm, girl. You're not just lifting your arm. You add a piece of weight. Let's say it's a 10-pound dumbbell. That's my sweet spot. I love 10-pound dumbbells for upper body. But you are going to use that dumbbell and start gradually, of course. If it's your first time, start with a 3-pound to 5-pound. I get it. But within a month, 2 months, 3 months, you'll be able to get up to that 10-pound dumbbell, that 15-pound dumbbell safely. And then you can literally feel that resistance as you are getting to that 8, 10, 12th rep. And then you're getting gains. And then you're literally burning fat at the same time you are putting on muscle. Join a program where you are incorporating weights and resistance training and just see how different you look and feel. Give it 3 months. I dare ya. All right. You are going to get great results faster than if you just are jogging, So keep that in mind. Next, we have substitution. Now, I like life. I like pleasure. I like to have treats to look forward to. For me, I don't want to teach my children nor myself that eating healthy and having a healthy fit lifestyle means deprivation, means those foods are evil and these foods are good. I completely disagree. I don't want to shame anybody, nor myself, nor my kids, if they want hot Cheetos. Yes, said it. We eat hot Cheetos. So I still really, really love burgers, for example. I still really, really, really love pizza, for example. Instead of just not eating those, which would be depressing for me, I will still make the burgers a little bit more healthy. So, for example, sometimes I'll use Ezekiel bread as the bun instead of actual white flour buns. Or sometimes, this is my favorite, every Friday, we have pizza night in our house. I have been just loving, and this is a free shout out to Banza. I have been loving using Banza crust. It's made out of chickpeas, right? And there's another crust I tried too, which is really good, just made out of organic cauliflower. And I'll have those gluten-free, high-protein crusts that are pre-made, and I'll just put on my little pasta sauce and some cheese and top it with some veggies and some pepperoni. And it's still like 80% super healthy. The only thing unhealthy about it is like the cheese, but it's fine. It's fine. After I had my first baby boy, for example, I let go of fast food. You know if something's good for you based off how you feel after you eat it. And after I would eat certain things, certain fast food items, I would feel like dookie. If you ever want to know if something is good for you or not, if it's a part of the 80, all you have to do is test how you feel after you eat it. Either the portions are way too big, or it's just really unhealthy for you and your body is just trying to give you that feedback. Don't become depressed and give up everything that's good. Just try to fit the treats into the 20% category, and then try to make the 80% tolerable, if not even pleasurable, by tweaking it in a way to make it still taste good. That's my advice. Take it, leave it. I hope it helps, but that's my advice. Okay, my last step for this video on how I lost over 50 pounds, 60 the first pregnancy, but how I lost over 50 pounds each of my four pregnancies with no nanny, no babysitter, no gym, no nada, just simple dumbbells and me. Getting it in, you have to remain flexible. As I was saying, some of my clients that have gotten the best results were moms of one, moms of two, moms of three who had a full-time job outside of the house. And they would, during our client calls, they would say, hey, the gym's been working for me, but I'm not seeing my kids because I'm at work from 8 to 5, and then I'm at the gym until 6:30. And by the time I get home to see them, they're already brushing their teeth and getting ready for bed. So if that's you, I completely empathize and I get it. And I've had people who have gotten great results by using, why am I still holding the phone? But I've had many clients who still have gotten amazing results, literally better results than being at the gym for an hour, because it's focused time without distractions, unless your kids are like walking up for juice or something, but without distractions of checking your phone or looking around. We work hard in our 20 to 30-minute videos with Moms or Hills. So literally when my fourth baby would be napping, I would like tiptoe to try to go get my workout in. And 80% of the time I was able to get a good 20-minute workout in, and it worked out great. The other 20%, he would wake up. And so I would be like, okay, we're gonna get this in together. There's a quote. It's not my quote, but there's a quote that says something like this: be stubborn about your goals, flexible with the method. That's kind of what has gotten me through losing 40 to 60 pounds 4 times. No nanny, no maid, no nothing like that. Is being consistent. To wrap this video up, not only can you feel good, but you can feel better than before you had kids. And that's a bold claim, but I'm saying it because I've done it 4 times and I've seen many other women glow up after becoming mothers. You don't have to let your kids be your excuse. As cliche as it sounds, they can be your reason. Thumbnail. Our babies don't have to be our excuse to quit on our fitness goals or any goals. Our babies can be our reason to get up in the morning. Do I want to be the type of mom who, when my children are growing up and they're living their best lives and they're happy, do I want to be resentful because I put my whole life, all of my goals on hold? Or conversely, do I want to be the kind of mom who I'm being the best mom I can be, highly imperfect, but being the best mom I can be, pouring love into them, while at the same time not giving up on myself, not giving up on the things that make me happy as a woman, because we are still women and it's never perfect. It's always like in flux. We're always learning. I'm always learning. I don't have everything figured out. But what I will say is I have been able to transform my body as a certified trainer and mom. And I'm just here to spread the good news. You don't need a gym. You don't need a village. You don't need a nanny. Girl, you just need to be consistent. Pick a plan and be flexible and believe in yourself. Girl, I believe in you. You got this. You got this. I'm talking to old me too. Me from 2012. I wish I could have told you, girl, you're going to be fine. You're going to feel even better than before you became a mom. I hope you got something from it. If you did, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Moms or Heels as well. And I love you guys. Love you. I hope you have a fantabulous day or night.